Hey y'all, it is a really nice day here in Dothan, Alabama. It's about 82 degrees out, clear sky and a little bit of a breeze, and I'm out in the garden today, and I wanted to introduce y'all to a new addition to the garden. This is a Verdi Japanese maple. It is a beautiful weeping specimen that we put in the ground about 2 days ago. I'll show a picture of what it should look like at maturity, but I do believe it gets about 10 feet tall and wide. And I really love its architecture and its weeping limbs. There are these two beautiful camellias behind it and the pine tree, and the camellias actually bloom white. You look at the feathery look of this Japanese maple in front of the structure of that camellia, and it's just it just offsets it so pretty. And when we stand on our back porch, when this tree is mature, we'll be able to see it tower over those camellias, and it's going to be so pretty in the spring and in the summer and fall. So I have some things I'm doing out here today I wanted to show y'all. So take a walk over here towards the Japanese maple garden. We're over here in the Japanese maple area right now, and I wanted to just give y'all a little look at it before I show y'all what the project is for today. So as we walk this little pathway here into the main part of the garden, you see to my right there are 3 hydrangeas. I've had these hydrangeas for probably about a week now, and as you can see, they are just not looking happy in their containers. So today is going to be a really good day to go ahead and get them in the ground and water them really nicely so that they can start to establish. This one is a Sister Theresa, and so is this one. Now, this one over here is a Blushing Bride. They all bloom white. And I'll put some info on the screen for y'all so that you'll know what these hydrangeas are going to do. But I believe the Blushing Bride gets 6 feet tall and wide, which is awesome. So I'm thinking about just planting these 3 hydrangeas underneath this tree so that as you walk from the Japanese maple garden into this part of the garden, you're kind of just surrounded with hydrangeas, which I thought would just be very pretty. And cottagey. And what I'm thinking about doing too is moving some of the Aztec grass that is on this side of this Japanese magnolia tree, and maybe putting it alongside this pathway in front of the hydrangeas. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I've planted the 2 Sister Theresa hydrangeas. Let's see, I put them about from root ball to root ball, probably about 4.5 feet apart, assuming that they're gonna get about 5 feet tall and wide. And then I've got this final hydrangea that I'm gonna plant today, the Blushing Bride. It is gonna get 6 feet tall and wide at maturity, so I have it right here, kind of on the side of this Japanese magnolia tree. And I think these 3 hydrangeas together with their big white blooms are gonna be a really pretty welcome into this part of the garden from the Japanese maple area. So I have my Aztec grasses that I planted 3 in succession along this stone path, which I think is gonna be a nice detail for the first garden tier. So anyway, let's get this last one planted, and that might be all that I do for today. Well, I got my 2 Sister Theresas and my Blushing Bride in the ground and transplanted 3 Aztec grasses alongside the stone path. And I'm really happy with it. I think it's going to be a nice entry into the main part of the garden. So thanks for coming along with me today and joining me on my project. Until next time.